Okay, we're rolling here. We're at 24 Providence Manor Court. This is the unit here. It is a patio home. There are 2 units in the actual building. It's kind of like a duplex where you've got a building or a unit on the left and right. They're separated by these garages. It's on a cul-de-sac street, and there's some other patio homes around us here. And straight ahead, that's a cul-de-sac street, and then to the left is where you exit the neighborhood. It's pretty nice. It's got a decent front yard. Have to check with the HOA to see if they take care of the grass. They might. They probably do. Usually they do in these. I just don't know off the top of my head. We can walk between the units here. So they're only about, I don't know, was that 10 feet apart or something, but that's typical. It does have natural gas. The vinyl's in pretty decent shape. I would expect there to be pressure washing needed. It does have a heating and air system. It's probably, let's see if I can focus on this. It's probably the original when the place was built. Because usually when you look at these things, you can tell the year that it was put in, but it's definitely not new. The backyard is fenced, so that's a big plus. It's not much of a yard. It's kind of a basically it's dirt, so it's not a lush green area, but there's a lot of trees, so it might be tough to grow grass back here, depending upon how much shade it gets. But here is the back of the unit. Let's see if we can focus a little bit. It does have a patio here, so that's kind of cool. You are going to have some issues with these trees. It really needs to be trimmed. As you can see, it's like one of the limbs is already touching the roof. They need to be cut back. But at least it is a fenced-in area. People with pets really kind of require a fenced-in spot. It does have a storage room, but it's locked. It's got a deadbolt with a combination. I don't know what the combo is. I don't know if the bank knows what the combination is, but it'd be easy enough to cut off. So that's the back. Okay, we're up front here. It does have a little front porch area, which I like. You know, it just helps keep the sun off the front of the house a little bit. It does have a bird nest up there that needs to go. It looks like this shutter lost its screw, broke, so that needs to be fixed. Otherwise, I didn't really see much on the outside that was too bad. Take a look on the inside. Got all the lights on in here. Here's the living room. Wood burning fireplace, it looks like. It does have vaulted ceiling, so that's nice. I don't know if all these blinds work or are good. A lot of times they'll pull them up and then you drop them and you'll find missing pieces and stuff. And they definitely need to be cleaned. They're kind of dirty. But that's to be expected, you know, in a place like this. So let's take a little bit of a look around. Here's the carpet. It's gonna have to be replaced. It's just I mean, you could clean it, but I mean it's got so much wear on it, you know. It's really, and I don't know that all these stains would come out. The kitchen, the living room is a little on the small side. The kitchen's actually pretty big. It's kind of interesting how they made the kitchen so big. You've got an eat-in area here. So there's your light. Obviously all the appliances are missing, but we already knew that. So you'll need a microwave, stove, fridge, dishwasher. And I really would recommend stainless steel. I mean, in the long run, it might be a couple of $100 more, but it really looks so much better in photos and in our marketing. The countertops, I definitely don't like this blue. But, you know, I don't know what your budget is like. It'd be an expense to change these out to something a little bit more contemporary. But there is some repair needed. As you can see, we've got it's coming off. It needs to be glued, and then there's another spot here where maybe somebody tried to glue it or something. And it's interesting, you got a little nook over here to the left of the front door when you first walk in. So, but at least they made the ceilings high, so it makes it feel a little bit bigger. You know, it doesn't make it feel so as small because we've got that vault. It does have a laundry room. It has no floor. It's just scraped down to the concrete. So really you're gonna need carpet and vinyl and paint. You know, it wouldn't be a bad idea maybe to change the ceiling fan out to something a little bit more contemporary, because it's the brass and white. You know, this is kind of an old light fixture in here. It's not the end of the world. If you didn't want to do it, it'd probably be all right, but I think I would. It's not that much money, and it does make a difference, especially the ceiling fan, because that's the first thing you see when you come in. So it's a 2-bedroom, 2 full bath. Here's the bath off the hall. You know, the vinyl, I mean, I don't like the look of it. It's kind of dated, but I don't see any rips or tears. But if you're going to replace vinyl in the other rooms, you might as well do it in here. It really isn't that much more. Looks like a little bit of water damage above the surround, but that's not uncommon. That's actually the norm. You know, single vanity, as you saw. The countertop in here definitely is not, you know, nice and new and stuff, but it's not damaged, so you could probably be okay with the counters there. Does have a little small coat closet here off the hall. If you go straight back down the hall, that is the door to the backyard there. So it's kind of this is a different configuration than I'm used to seeing. Usually the bedrooms are kind of on the other side of the house from each other, but these are kind of across the hall from each other. They're okay size. It's not too bad. I don't know. This might be 10 by 11 or something. This is the secondary bedroom. This is not the master. I saw something weird in the closet. I don't know what this is. Something damaged the wood. It looks like it would have been termites, but I don't know. And when I hit on it, it's not soft. And I would expect termite damage to be like soft and mushy, but it's not, so it's kind of interesting. Here's your master bedroom. The carpet's got some blue, and this will not come up, so, you know, again, you definitely have to do carpet and paint in here. It does have a ceiling fan. It's similar to the one in the living room. It's white with the brass, which is, again, kind of the old look. When I go in and redo one of these places, I'll change up everything that's brass to like a brushed nickel, and that includes the door handles, because they're brass in here too. And again, it's not a big expense, but it just kind of makes a difference when you're looking at it and showing it and people are seeing it. It just looks a little bit more updated. So this is the master. It's pretty good size, you know. It's a respectable, you know, for a property like this, you know, for one of these patio homes. It does have these weird holes. I don't know if somebody drilled holes under the window. It's kind of interesting. I don't know what that's about, but maybe there was a child in here, because I do see marker ink on the carpet there. We got a little hole here in the door to the master bathroom. Here's our vinyl floors. Looks like there might be some damage on it. We've got it's a single vanity in here. Same counter, same cabinets. You know, there's your light fixture there, a brass one there with the big bulbs. Let's take a look. Here's the master closet. I did not get the light on in here. Let's see if I can find the light. Okay, there we go. So the master closet, it does have carpet. Pretty good size. It's a walk-in, so that's nice. And then your attic, actually your attic access is right above me. So here's all of our rails and such. All right. And then here's the actual tub and toilet area. It does have a door, so it could be closed off. So shower tub, just like before. This does look like it's got some of the water damage, just like the other one, but it's not a big deal. That can just be scraped and they'll mud it and paint it. And the interesting thing in here is the ceilings are smooth. That's weird, because I think in the rest of the house they're popcorn. Yeah. I don't know if they did it because it's a bathroom and they're worried about the popcorn falling, and if that's the case, that's pretty smart. Because that happens all the time in bathrooms where it gets moist and warm and it starts to peel the ceiling off. Let's see. Well, that's it. It's a pretty neat place. I mean, really, considering, you know, the high 60s, the rent amount, it depends again on what you do. I would say probably somewhere, you know, between maybe, you know, $8.95 I'd feel very comfortable with. You could, you know, shoot a little higher and try for $9.25 or $9.50, especially, you know, if everything was done correctly on the inside. You know, you might could get that number, but, you know, somewhere in that ballpark is what you could expect. So there you go. I think a good buy. I think it'd be a pretty good return on investment. I'll be giving you a call. Thanks.